Hello, I didn't see you there. Hi, my name is Nikki and welcome to my channel. I'm your typical Greek girl living the London life during lockdown. And the reason why I'm making YouTube videos is to stay sane during quarantine. And this is the subject of the video. So let me sit down and talk about it on a more serious note. Before we continue, please subscribe to my channel if you like. And let's help each other and inspire each other during those times. Shall we? How to stay sane in quarantine. There is no really right answer to this. It is something really personal, as each of us has different lives and different mental states and different financial states, and quarantine can affect us all differently. I will be looking down on my notes because I need to make sure I say the right things. So if you see me looking down here, it's just my laptop with my notes. So here is my ideas and tips on how to stay sane in quarantine based on my own experience. Quarantine. This is the only word I hear and keep repeating so much this year. Actually, it's the word of the year. It is the subject of the year. I finished my 2-week quarantine due to COVID-19 and made it just in time for the second lockdown. Yay me! I know, everyone is sick of the situation by now. Some of you feel helpless and it isn't easy to watch how restrictive life has become. People, including myself, lose their job, cancel important meetings and plans, and they are not able to see their families and friends. Some of them have to self-isolate all alone. Let's be honest, it sucks. But we need to face it. This is our reality now, and we need to keep going in order to come out better and stronger physically and mentally. So how to survive quarantine? How to stay sane on those uncertain times? This is possibly the time that everyone needed in order to realize things about their lives and find time for things you didn't have the time in your usual busy schedule. First off, call someone. It's old-fashioned, but that fancy smartphone actually has a function that allows you to talk to people. So give your parents a ring, meet with friends via virtual platforms like Zoom and Hangout. Set up virtual social hours for you and your children if you have children. This is when technology comes handy. A sense of belonging and relatedness is a fundamental human need. A recent study showed that both extroverts and introverts felt better when they deliberately engage in more extroverted behavior for a week. So pick up the phone or Zoom your friends, because social media make you believe that you are connected with people, but actually social media disconnects you. You need that human interaction and connection. So pick up the phone. Second, find something you can control and control the heck out of it. In moments of big uncertainty and overwhelm, control your little corner of world. Organize your bookshelf, purge your closet, or organize your closet. I started selling clothes on Depop. I just had to sit one day and organize things I didn't want, take pictures and set up my account. Put together the furniture, maybe decorate your personal space. It helps to anchor and ground us when the bigger things are chaotic. Following the previous point, tidy your room. As basic as it sounds, it is better living in a place that feels clean, organized and cozy. It will make your quarantine less stressful and more enjoyable. It will set you up for the day. On the other hand though, if you are a perfectionist and you tend to base your self-worth on striving and achievement, ruminate your perceived past mistakes, and worry about excelling in the future, the all-or-nothing approach can put you at a particularly high risk for psychological problems now, given that coronavirus and lockdown have severely restricted our lives and have forced us to compromise and improvise. If you or your family members are still seeking perfection and are having a hard time adapting to the new reality, you might be at risk for burnout. As the coronavirus-related stalemate delays many work achievements or makes them impossible, this might be an opportunity to look beyond work as your primary measure of achievement and salute your accomplishments in other domains such as family, partnerships, self-care, and spirituality. What would happen if we let go of shoulds? Maybe we could start to accept self-reality as it is and find compassion for ourselves. Dress for your social life you want, not for the social life you have. Get showered and dressed in comfortable clothes, wash your face, brush your teeth, take the time to do a bath or a facial, put on some bright colors. It is amazing how our dress can impact our mood. Self-care. Stay fit. You obviously stocked up on snacks, foods before going into quarantine. But don't forget, in order to stay sane, working out can really help your mental health, as it is scientifically proven that working out for at least 30 minutes a day can reduce your stress and boosts happy chemicals. In some cases, exercise can be just as effective as antidepressant pills in treating depression. Don't worry if you're not exactly the gym rat type. Getting a happy buzz from working out for just 30 minutes a few times a week can instantly boost overall mood, improves self-confidence regardless of weight, size, gender, or age, can quickly elevate a person's perception of his or her attractiveness. That is self-worth. Get out at least once a day for at least 30 minutes. If you're concerned of contact, try first thing in the morning or later in the evening, but try less traveled streets and avenues. If you are high risk or living with those who are high risk, open the windows and blast the fan. It is amazing how much fresh air can do for spirits. Find some time to move each day. Again, daily for at least 30 minutes. If you don't feel comfortable going outside, there are many YouTube videos that offer free movement classes, and if all else fails, turn on the music and have a dance party. Study. Find a new goal. Something you always wanted to do but you didn't have the time for it in the past. That could be anything. Maybe an online course. For example, Udemy, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, has some very well-rounded courses in good prices that can help you expand your career opportunities while in quarantine. If you have a hard time studying by yourself, just get an online study buddy or the person you are in quarantine with. I am doing an online course in social media marketing and graphic design while I am learning things from my boyfriend who works in a company in the marketing department, as I am trying to make the most of my free time. Learn a new language. I started learning Korean, French and Italian on the first lockdown. Now I want to be ready to make basic conversations when the lockdown is over and I will be able to travel to those places. I can only dream. YouTube is a great source to get free language studies, as I have learned a lot through great teachers such as Miss Vicky's channel, where I have learned so much about Korean. You should definitely check her channel out, by the way. Start a new project, maybe a YouTube video. Keep your creativity awake and start making videos that inspire you and making you feel alive. I decided to make YouTube videos while being on furlough and during the second quarantine. Coincidence? I think not. Night is the time to change some things in your life and dare for new life decisions. So find an expressive art and go for it. Our emotional brain is very receptive to the creative arts and it's a direct portal for release of feeling. Find something that is creative, sculpting, drawing, dancing, music, singing, playing, and give it your all. See how relieved you can feel. Time to discover different flavors by cooking different food you didn't know you could make, as there is plenty of time to experiment. In some cases, cooking can be therapeutic. You disconnect with the reality for a while, and what better way than food? I'm sure it is a tasty idea indeed. Or there is another way you can spend quarantine, and that's by doing nothing at all. Maybe your previous schedule was exhausting, stressful, and you feel burnt out. Part of your self-care is doing nothing at all. That helps you to recharge physically and mentally for when the world restarts. Maybe binging on a show everyone has been talking about, or in my case, catching up with the latest K-dramas. It's okay to not be okay is one of them. Love the cast, the performances, and the message behind it. Touching on some sensitive subject about mental health, trauma, and the fact that it is okay to not be okay. Maybe read a book or an ebook if that mandatory reading turns you off. If you don't have an e-reader and prefer to read paper books, there are other solutions. You can also read ebooks on your laptop. Remind yourself daily that this is temporary. It feels like this quarantine will never end. It is terrifying to think of the road that is stretching ahead of us. Please take time to remind that although this is a very scary and difficult and will go on for an undetermined amount of time, it is a season of life and it will pass. We will return to feeling free, safe, busy, and connected in the days ahead. Find the lesson. This whole crisis can seem sad, senseless, and at times avoidable. When psychologists work with trauma, a key feature to helping someone work through said trauma is to help them find their agency, the potential positive outcomes that can affect the meaning and construction that can come out of distraction. What can each of us learn here in big and small ways from this crisis? What needs to change in ourselves, our homes, our communities, our nation, and our world? Before the first quarantine, I was miserable doing a job that made me unhappy. I had anxiety and panic attacks every single week. I was depressed and I felt stuck. With quarantine, I got the break I needed to relax. I realized that life I was living wasn't the right one for me. I had the time to explore myself. I did the things I like every single day. I found myself again. I even managed to reduce my overdraft completely and save up money as I was going nowhere to spend them. It has been a tough road, but with quarantine I managed to be stress-free. Of course, I had furlough and I was getting paid while staying home, and I realized I'm lucky to have the chance to get paid while I had no choice but to stay home. All I am saying is that there will be a solution at the end of the tunnel, and we will get stronger from that experience. Reach out for help, your team is out there for you. If you have a therapist or a psychiatrist, they are available to you even at a distance. Keep up your medication and your therapy sessions the best you can. If you're having difficulty coping, seek out for help. There are mental health people on the ready to help you through this crisis. Just think you're not alone in this. Everyone will have a different experience from it. But let's make the most of the time we have to rethink about our life choices and what makes us truly happy. Do the things you always wanted to do, but you never had the time or the chance to do it. Take a step back. The world is stopping for a while, and maybe it's stopping for you in order for you maybe to catch up. But honestly, no one is rushing you right now. And this is a great opportunity for you to find yourself, discover yourself, heal, and love yourself again. Just remember, you are not alone. Thanks for watching again, guys. I know these are really hard times, and although we thought this was over, it seems that it's back and it's not going away anytime soon. The only thing we need to do is just to keep going and maybe get out of this better people. Let's try to make the most of it. If you like this type of content, I will be posting more of those. Just comment down below, and you can subscribe if you like, and turn on the notifications below when I will be posting, which will be every week, basically on Thursday or Fridays. So see you soon, and stay safe and stay sane. Bye.